MMA G and top shape for a while. He's really trying to learn, man, and get better.
All right, RiverCenter, this is our co-main event of the evening, scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds for the Caged Aggression Amateur Welterweight Championship, powered by La Quinta Inns and Suites. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in at 166 pounds. He trains at Sweat Inc. Joining us from East Moline, Illinois, Chris Brown. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 171 pounds. He trains at MMAG and is sponsored by Balanced Chiropractic, Big 5 Power Conditioning, and Garden City Tattoo. Joining us from Davenport, Iowa, he's your current Caged Aggression Amateur Welterweight Champion, Mark Diesel Duckett.
Chris Brown in the red corner, Mike Duckett in the blue corner. Your referee for tonight's action is Ben Wilson, Jeremy J.D. Dorsey, Zach Micklewright, and Sean West here on commentary. Let's watch some fights.
You know what's unique about this fight is that these guys have trained together a couple times.
More than a couple, yep, definitely. They both have been in my kickboxing class at MMAG quite a few times. So this one's a difficult one for me to call. I'm a fan of both of them. But at the end of the day, they're amateurs. It's a learning experience, and this will make us better.
Yeah, this is one of the ones that you circle before you actually see when you first see the card. Looking over at Mike Goodwin right now, he kind of has a smile, smirk on his face, so I think he's expecting good things out of this one.
Duckett's stand-up has truly come leaps and bounds, man.
Yeah, it really has. He's smart with his stand-up. He typically sets up his kicks. Got good combos. He'll throw 3-4 punches at a time. See, just like that.
Yeah.
He'll barrel right through a kick. He'll barrel right through a 1-2 combo. He'll go right through it and throw his punches.
And he's okay.
He does not care.
He's okay with the slugfest. Like, he's been there. He fought Anthony Nachi. He's fought a lot of people, man. I told a story of a 4-round fight earlier, and he won by knockout. This might be the setup for it right here. But one thing I would really like to see is, when is Chris going to go for that takedown? Because Chris is strong, man, and he's relentless. He's truly relentless. He's going to get here, and he's going to stay here for a second because he closed the ground. He closed space. So
he could have got the takedown there, but Duckett, before the ref could really catch it, he was holding on to the fence. Yeah.
You know what they say. Not illegal till you get caught.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah, that's Tom Brady. Oh,
jeez. Shots fired.
But look, what Mike needs to do is really lift his head up. He's got the right arm there. He needs to lift that chin up.
Yeah, he's got a crossface in there.
To his height. Lift him up. Good knee.
Body knee there.
Yeah, but like I said, Chris is relentless.
Yeah, he's really got to dig those underhooks to keep him out of there. Keep his hands from being.
And then it goes into a mental factor. If you can't take him down, how much does that drain you mentally and physically?
And that happens with Chris. That happens.
It does. You got to understand, you have a whole fight. You have 3 rounds. In this case, 5 rounds.
Yeah, 5 rounds.
Duckett is doing really good being patient here. He's got his arms and his hands in the right places. He's defending well. And he's letting Chris Brown gas himself out. Way to stay on his feet there. That
Great
was awesome.
balance. Great balance. He's got to circle off that cage. Yeah, big movement, big turn. I mean,
he did.
I hate to be a judge on that.
Yeah.
That was a close round.
Yeah, for sure. He was active with his back against the cage, more active than Chris was.
I would really like to see Chris's corner be in that corner 13 seconds ago with their chair. I don't understand that. But it's not my team and it's not my call. Give your fighter a break. Let him sit down.
No chair.
If not,
He's
take a
standing.
knee. If not, take a knee and let him sit on your leg. I mean, you know.
For sure.
I mean, do you think that might be Chris's choice?
No.
It could be. You know,
It could
some
be.
fighters do want to stand.
And Chris, at ways, Chris is like that. Like, no, I'll stand. And because I've trained with him, I know him personally. He is like that. But, you know, I don't know how much these guys train for their fights either. So.
Chris took this fight on pretty short notice, I believe.
Yeah. I believe Mike's opponent backed out. So thank goodness to kudos to Chris for that. Real fighter stuff right there. Good leg kick, but you got to set him up.
Nice left hand there by Duckett.
Who's willing to trade more? Who's willing to take more damage is the question. You know what I mean? Because they're both going to give it. They're both willing to give it. Who's going to?
Oh, good shots by Duckett there.
See how he cut his angles off that cage too.
Once Duckett gets going with his combos, though, it worries me because he got his hands to his hips. Ooh. It leaves him susceptible to getting punched.
Was that an elbow?
Yeah, it almost was.
I think he shortened his punch so much that his forearm or something. Oh!
Good shot by Chris there.
It was. Good overhand. Good instinctual move.
Nice
Duckett
there,
really has to pick those punches a little bit more. I mean, he's just winging them. You know what I mean? Kind of not caring where they land.
Chris has got his feet planted. You know? It seems like seems like he doesn't want to be there anymore. Good uppercuts by Duckett. He's really pouring it on here.
If he dug to the body a little bit better.
Yeah, this one's going to be over.
It's over.
Very impressive win there by Mike Duckett.
Yeah, that was excellent, man. He looked good. He looked great. Yeah, his opponent took it on short notice.
For sure.
But Chris Brown is always game.
Right.
He's always ready to fight. And I think just tonight wasn't his night, you know?
Thank him for taking that fight, man.
Very nice showing there by Duckett, though. Very nice showing.
Many lessons taught by a little fight
partner,
etiquette
right?
taught by Sean West during these fights. Hey, go shake his hand. Hey, go tell him good fight. Go tell him thank you.
I mean, he's also an agent, right? You know.
Hey, yeah, a free agent.
Don't hang your head at all. That's a late notice fight you took and you rose to the occasion. Hey, get back to your weight. Good job. Good job.
So where does Duckett go from here at this point? Is it time for pro?
At this record and at this length, I think he's just giving up his youth. You know, you might as well go collect a paycheck to do all this on the line. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, what I think of is what happens in March. Does he make his pro debut or does he defend his title for the final time?
Right.
That's what I really want to know. And it could go either way and be entertaining both ways.
Very much so.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Ben Wilson, has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 17 seconds into round 2, declaring your winner by TKO and still Caged Aggression Amateur Welterweight Champion, Mike Diesel Duckett. Come on over here, Mr. Diesel. All right, here we are, and still, Caged Aggression Amateur Welterweight Champion Mike Duckett. Come on over here to the center, buddy. Something tells me, no matter who it was in here tonight, the plan was still the same.
Yeah, you know, just because the name changed or the person changed, that don't mean the game plan changes. It always stays the same, baby. We come out here to win.
And you were taking some, you were swinging some big, heavy shots. I know this weekend is pretty special to you. Something was telling me you were trying to get this done and over with pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, before the fight I said he might survive the first round, but he ain't making it out of the second. And I want to live up to that. And tonight at midnight I turn 27, ladies and gentlemen. So who wants to celebrate with me? We're going to be over at the Barrel House after the show. Come kick up!
Now, you've been putting in a lot of work as far as 2017 went, ended out the year really well, and I know you got some big plans coming up for 2018. Let's talk about that for a little bit.
Well, you know, I wanted this to be my last amateur fight to defend this title. You know, you're not champion until you defend. So it looks like, who wants to see me go pro in March, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, so the game plan is to make my pro debut in March for Mr. Mike Goodwin in Caged Aggression.
So instead of March 9th, we're looking at March 10th then, right?
Yeah, just to change the day. But like I said, the game plan don't change, baby.
There we go. Well, always a pleasure to sit down and chat with you. Always a pleasure to watch you in the cage, Mike. Definitely looking forward to that pro transition. Other than that, did I leave anything out, or is there anything you want to add to this before the festivities begin?
You know, I just want to thank some people. I want to thank all my sponsors. Josh at Big 5 Power Conditioning. Everybody over at Midwest Martial Arts Group. I want to thank my girl for helping me with this weight cut. It was horrible. It sucked. I know I was an asshole, but I made it. And everybody that bought ticket and came out and supported me, man. You guys, this win is for you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Mike Diesel Duckett, a big celebration coming up later tonight.